Jeez! You're a little lady, aren't ya?
This show is 110% Scottish, so if you think we're talking too fast, then make sure to slow it down with the playback speed button on whatever platform you're listening on. And last but not least, there's definitely offensive language featured, so if you're a minor or a pussy, switch off now.
Da-da-da-da. Hello, You have got to be kidding me on. I'm putting that in a blooper. As soon as I went to start introing the podcast, the dog's now thirsty. He's now thirsty.
Bearing in mind he got in from his walk about 3 hours ago and he hasn't drank since he got in.
Fuming. Oh, fuming. Bron,
That
get
you, son?
up.
Like,
Go and lie down.
Bedtime.
Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of your favourite Scottish podcast, Wits The Goss.
Hello, baby. And hello to the haters who hate camp Scottish accents because it's all you're going to hear for the next hour.
Imagine our first comment on like last week, not our first comment, sorry. Imagine someone actually even having the cheek to comment saying, I can't even remember like verbatim what it was, right? But it was something about, imagine having a queer accent, never mind a Scottish queer accent, or some sort of happened to do with being gay and then have been Scottish. Don't
And
really
I'm
know
not sure what you're
with it.
talking about because neither of us are gay.
Not a fucking
In
chance.
no way associated.
Trump 2025. No, I'm kidding on. Anyway, hope
fuck
you've all
that,
been
shut
having a
up the
great
gays.
week. If you're listening on Spotify, hello. And if you're if you're watching on Spotify, actually too.
Yeah, you can actually watch us on Spotify now.
Yeah,
Which,
so
go
you can
for
watch
it,
it on Spotify
please
or
do.
YouTube, whatever picture fancy. Do you know what I mean? Just saying, if you watch it on Spotify, but you can actually like lock your phone. Well, you can do that with YouTube, can't you? But you have to pay a lot extra money. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm
I'm a
rambling
YouTube
on.
premium girl. It's so worth the fucking money.
Guys, I did. So obviously we have this whole thing. I think it's like a curse about my hair and coming on the podcast. So basically, we did go to film yesterday, but didn't he? Sorry, guys.
Guys,
but
we've
it's
been
actually-
busy, I promise.
Really sorry, the last few have been busy, but also we wanted to up the level of production with the podcast in terms of like deep diving. I feel like we talk about a lot of maybe celebrities or sometimes not even celebrities, just like reality TV personalities, still celebrities, but I actually don't know how many of you guys actually know who the fuck we're talking about. Obviously you love the gossip anyway because who really actually cares, but like we do want to like have deep dives on more people, so that is
I think,
coming. Buzzing for that.
in general, just upping the quality of the content. Like, we'd love to share more of our lives and our personality and stuff, but we do also really enjoy just really going into stuff on certain topics. So,
AKA we're nosy bastards, right? And it's obviously like if you want to be nosy bastards against me, like this is my pledge of allegiance. You can totally deep dive me if MD or I would be buzzing, right? I'm not even joking. That would be my ego, right? But I'd be fucking buzzing if I went on YouTube like that and somebody was deep diving.
right, guys,
Imagine.
I've actually got something funny to confess. Speaking of people Googling people's names, I thought the other day, I actually need to Google my name and see what comes up because we've obviously been doing this podcast for a while. I wanted to see if like my Facebook comes up, does my Instagram come up? Like, do these things come up? Because I'd rather my Facebook didn't fucking appear on Google. So yeah, I've Googled my name and
Oh,
basically
no.
the headline of one of these podcasts comes up because obviously my name's tagged in the comments somewhere. So basically if you Google Ocean Lee Amadeus, it comes up saying,
Whack the camera.
me and my wife love gangbangs. I am not the wife.
To clarify, we do have an episode. It's 18 plus, and it was with our guest Andre and Miss Mars, and they're wild. I mean,
They are wild. They're in the adult industry, but it's just so funny
So,
because when you Google
I
my
might
name,
have
that
to
comes
change
up.
the title of that just so that like
Doesn't
maybe
come
doesn't
up when
come
you
up.
Google my name.
like
Like
I don't know why
imagine
that
go-
one comes up of all
Yeah,
ones because
but-
that one's the most restricted.
Okay, so what if I'm going for a job and they've Googled me?
You're not
And
going
it-
for no job, babe. This is your job.
Yeah, but what if I was going for a job?
Tough shit. That's what I
My
call it.
wife loves gangbangs.
Anyway, guys,
Come up.
fucking what a wild week it's been. Actually, yeah, talking
Oh
about
my god, you had a funny story
No,
of your
you
own.
need, you need to let me speak because I keep on going to say what I'm going to
So
say and you're
excited,
letting me on
sorry.
a fucking tangent.
I'm so excited.
So, talking about the thing I was talking about with my hair, I actually did go to blow dry my hair this morning. What I did half dry it, but it's like too warm. So, like now I went from having dirty hair, like I was going to come on the podcast yesterday, and my hair was like, you know, the last day of it looking alright. Like it was like doused in dry shampoo and that, but it looked alright.
I would
for
argue it was
camera.
1 day past.
1 day past probably, but yeah, I washed it this morning and thought to myself, fuck that, this is a safe space. So if MD's wondering why my hair is pure puffing out, I mean, you probably not even notice, I'm just bringing it up. But That's the reason why. Fuck ever try to give yourself a juicy blow dry in this fucking heat. Actually, I've never thought I'd say this. I cannot wait to be back in Scotland in a few weeks and be freezing my tits off, because when you're freezing your tits off, the only positive thing about it, your blow drying lasts for weeks.
No, literally, like it was 41 degrees this week. And you're going to go back to minus whatever,
No, literally.
whatever it is at that point.
No,
in time.
literally. And fucking talking about the heat, right? See, like, when was this, maybe a couple of days ago, I just thought to myself, no way, I'm going with this with the Spanish day. I'm having a fucking siesta and a white wine. Do you know what I mean? So, like, Ocean League, get in the motor. We're going to the bottle shop. Obviously, for the Scottish guys listening, the bottle shop, you can't actually buy no bevy. We've spoken about this before, but you cannot buy no alcohol from just a regular shop. You have to go to the bottle shop. Yeah. So that is where
store.
our two little fucking faggoty asses going straight to, right? So obviously, I mean, I'm a tall gal, do you know what I'm saying? And I've got some big chips on me, etc. But like, I just don't really think I'm that like, I don't really think it's like worth it to be like, damn, I'll tell you what just happened, right? So gets out of the car, and then I'm walking into the bottle shop. This old man standing there, right? I'm just gonna say old man. He probably wasn't that old, but he's a fucking
Probably like 40, 50.
no. He's deaf was in his.
He
50s.
definitely wasn't 40. Actually, I changed my mind. Yeah, he was
Definitely in his 50s.
Yeah.
So at first, I'm walking past, and I've got a little crop top on. Bear in mind, 41 degree motherfucking heat, right?
It was so hot,
So warm. I've got this crop top on, and I've got like a flowy, like my flowy leopard print pant hangs, right? And then I just see this like phone, right? And I'm not tripping fucking balls, right? Because then I'll conclude. And it's just like kind of doing like this kind of thing. I thought to myself, every young person knows what the fuck that means. I'm like, is this motherfucker trying to take a picture of me? Looked at him, just gave him a little bit of a dead stare, and I went into the fucking shop, right? I'm like, what the actual fuck? Then there's another old man standing at the counter, waiting to get served, grabs the wine, it's literally right at the counter, grabs it and behind him. He's like turning around like this. Fucking whiplash the cunt like that. Boom. I'm like, what the and he goes, jeez, you're a little lady, aren't ya? Me and the woman behind the counter.
That is the funniest fucking thing. Jeez, you're a little lady, aren't ya?
I thought he was going to say like, oh, because usually people always say like, oh my God, you're so tall as if they fucking shit. But I was gagged when he said, I mean,
He read you for fucking filth.
He didn't.
He
for
could have
filth,
said,
filth.
you're so tall. He went one bigger and one better. You're a little lady, aren't ya?
No, literally. So at this point, I'm just like pissing myself because I thought that is actually fucking hilarious. Fair enough. So then I walks back out, and then there's the old man still standing there. I'm like, what the fuck?
And by this point, I can see him. He blatantly has his phone
It
like
blatantly-
this.
Obviously,
like,
the first pictures they got were fucking shite because the phone is right up now because I'm walking away. So I don't think he's thinking I'm going to turn back. But I'm walking away and I'm like, what the fuck? Turned around and he's got the phone up and I went, you taking a fucking picture of me? And he went, what? I went, are you taking a fucking picture of me? And he's like, no, I'm just waiting for a taxi. I don't know who the fuck waits with a taxi like this, son. Like, I don't know who. I said, you waiting for a fucking taxi, you fucking dafty. Got in the car. He obviously probably had no clue what I was saying because he was pure shooting as fuck. But I thought to myself, I didn't want this bottle of wine. I just smashed it off your head. I'm just like, get the fuck.
Honestly,
people go, it's because you're this, it's because that. I don't give a fuck what it is. See if we're out getting turned. See if I'm putting myself on public display, as in like fucking standing up on a podium, take a picture of me. Like, you can quite clearly see I'm wanting the attention. See if I've got my sunglasses on, looking at an absolute fucking heat down mode, going in to get a bottle of wine at 2:30 on a fucking Tuesday. I'm not wanting a picture. I am not wanting a picture. Do you know
you
what
want
I mean?
a picture, you should ask Cole.
Exactly, fucking cunt. Anyway, that was that, and I just thought to myself, straight back came, that's enough socialising for the day.
Honestly, thank fuck it was a bottle of wine you were getting because little lady and taxi man were too much.
I thought to myself, why is this actually happening at the in time? Like, that's the first and last time I go there.
So, guys, everyone, look, most of the people who watch us are actually in the UK. You all know that I'm a Celeb finished this week, or finished.
You're going to need to film in the full things because, like, guys,
Finished on Sunday, just past it.
I did watch clips of it, but like, I'm so bad for trying to watch a full episode or something like that. And we have to do a VPN to get it on the TV, so it's not as if any
Yeah,
time
so
I've
I
ever went
actually
and sat
bought
down,
a
I
VPN
cannot
for
be
the first
fucked
time.
Actually setting up the VPN thing to actually watch it. So Ocean Lee has watched it. Also, she is more professionalised in the sense of I'm a celebrity.
Well, here we go. First of all, Surfshark VPN sponsor us because I've just paid for 3 fucking years on your platform.
Exactly. And Hey You sponsors, 'cause I'm not being fucking funny. Where do we watch our stuff?
Hey You.
Exactly.
Well,
Real Housewives
not all Hey You.
addicts. Well, every Real Housewives we watch, and we only watch Real Housewives.
This is true. I watch other things too, but yeah. So I'm a Celeb this year. So growing up, I actually never used to fully watch I'm a Celeb.
I loved
like,
it every year when I was younger. I
never used to sit and watch it all, but I know like people in the family did, and I would watch some episodes or whatever. Just never fully seen it. The first season I fully watched through properly was that the I'm a Celeb Australia with Sky Wheatley and stuff that we spoke about.
We were diehards
and
for that.
Was absolutely brilliant. Going back to the UK one, oh, what a fucking brilliant season that was. All of the cast were brilliant. So do you know everyone that was in there?
Aye.
You remember everyone that was in there?
I was just trying to think back there, but I'm like, no, I do actually remember who it was. Yeah.
Well, we should first of all congratulate King Danny Jones because
he won.
He won.
Well done, Danny.
I'm not going to lie, from the start, I had my money on Colleen Rooney. I just had a feeling that she was going to win it. There's something about Colleen Rooney. She's so like...
Well, she just fancies fuck out of Colleen Rooney.
I also fancy fuck out Colleen Rooney. I think
that's why she wanted her to win.
No, not just that. I think she's... But no, I think she's like just dead strong and assured, and like I feel like she always speaks at the right time, gives the right words, like, and there's something just dead personal about her. Like I don't know if it's just the Scouse accent or whatever, but genuinely every single person in that jungle this year was a fucking laugh. Loved all of the cast.
The Reverend guy.
Yeah.
Why is he famous? Is he famous for being a Reverend?
No, I think he was in a band. Let's Google him quickly.
So was he in a band, now he's a Reverend, and then that's what he does. Is he still actively working in a church?
Let's find out. Reverend Richard. So let's read a little bit about Richard Coles and actually find out, because I should have probably Googled this during the season, but I just came in and I was like, oh, hey, Rev. So he's an English writer, radio presenter, and Church of England priest. He first came to prominence as a multi-instrumentalist who partnered Jimmy Somerville in the 1980s band The Communards. They achieved 3 UK top 10 hits, including the #1 record best-selling dance version of Don't Leave Me This Way.
Yeah, no, sorry, you keep talking, I'll search it. Don't leave me. Oh, I got it.
Rev, don't even bother copyrighting us, like, we're talking about you.
We're just... Oh, right, aye, we know this one.
This is him.
Right, that's enough. We're going to get copyrighted. Pause.
Right, okay, we won't get... Let's
right,
not get
so
copyrighted.
that's who
One
that
day
is.
we'd like to make money.
Because I was wondering, I'm like, I just don't even know why. Usually I'm a nosy bastard, actually, and I pure like fucking check those things out. But I was wondering, like, why is he famous for being a reverend? Like, was it a fucking famous church or something? But obviously that's why he was a singer turned reverend.
Aye, so he was obviously banging out the tunes first. Everybody was loving it because he kept on speaking as well about spending lots of time in like Ibiza and all this stuff. And obviously he's gay as well, so it's... Yeah, so
he's pretty anti-reverend for a reverend.
I know, loved it, and you know what? Absolutely loved him and GK Barry's little friendship they had all year.
It's kind of mad, but as well, because GK was getting like pure loads of hate when she first got in, but then it's like it flipped after a few days, and people were like, "All right, no, she is actually all right." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course she is. I think it's just like Joe, like. I don't know what it is, but
then is it a smear campaign? Is all that stuff true? Because in the comments and all that, I'm not really seeing wasn't really seeing much hate towards Grace, but the media, all that type of shit, were like heavy making it as if like, oh my fucking god, everybody's hating this cunt.
I don't know. I think it's maybe just. See, to be honest, I feel like a lot of the times in these programs, I'm a Celebrity, Big Brother, there'll be younger cast members who, because see, like realistically, watching I'm a Celeb, I feel like a lot of families might watch it, but then a lot of women probably watch it more than anything.
True.
And I think
well, they would have all known her for Loose Women too, if it's all like that.
I know,
age
but
of
I
people.
don't know if she gets a great reception on Loose Women.
But
either.
I feel like on Loose Women, it's constantly, if you're know that age of pure like those group of women, you're just getting degraded all the time.
Exactly.
No shade, because I do love see the little clips on YouTube with Loose Women. I love watching them, but I always felt like with her, obviously Katie Price as well. I feel like they always try to like Katie
almost
Price
like
always
they
took
kind
it
of
on the
look down
chin.
on them a little bit.
Aye, it's if they don't understand them. It's like, mate, you're not that old. It's not as if you're fucking. It's not as if you're 100-year-old and you're.
And people were like, just when I seen it on Twitter, really the only main comments I seen was loads of people saying like, why did they keep calling Grace GK, or why did she call herself GK? And then Ant and Dec actually said it. They're like, when we speak to Grace, we call her Grace. For the show though, we call her GK because that's
her stage name.
Moniker. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Aye.
yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah. So I thought Grace did a fantastic job, especially because she's making the transition from like TikTok to YouTube and podcasting to mainstream television over
But
like
she's
such a
everywhere.
short career.
Her,
Like,
aye.
how long's this? Really, during COVID, she probably blew up, what were we saying, 2020, 2021 or something? Grace probably started picking
Aye,
up on
must be.
TikTok.
But she's
So, like,
fucking
how
hell, she's doing
amazing
so
is
good.
that she's doing such a good job getting to this point in her career already? Like, that's fucking unreal.
I know, and then what is also pure mad with it, all the whole thing with I'm a Celebrity is fucking what's that woman called that pure hates Colleen Rooney called? What's she called again?
Oh my God, Rebecca fucking Vardy.
Why is she
Move
everywhere?
on, Rebecca,
No,
get
this
a
is
life.
actually wild. Like, because I just think to myself, like, Colleen Witt gave her about 3 seconds of airtime when she was talking about it, right? Talking about the situation and seeing how like she's copyrighted for the Wagatha.
And let's
Christie thing
face
and all
it,
that.
someone was going to bring it up to Colleen eventually, but that was not
Obviously.
Colleen's storyline. But I think Rebecca's so jealous as well because she was in I'm a Celeb. Rebecca Vardy's done I'm a Celeb before. Let me just Google when it was.
But it's just like as well, how is this like guy actually with this woman? Like, how are they actually together? Like, I'm so sorry, guys. I know it's like for love. How is that actually happening? Like, he is he must be mortified on a daily basis.
So she was in there in
Must be.
2017. She was in that season. But she didn't have a great time in I'm a Celeb. People didn't take to her the way they take to Colleen Rooney. But I think she's just going to have to realise that's because Colleen Rooney isn't asked about people taking to her or not. She is just her. She's been in the media since she's been 16, 17 because her and Wayne have literally been together since high school. Do you know their story?
Aye, they've been together. She's been there for the whole thing, hasn't she?
Yeah, they've been together through the
That with
whole.
Conor McGregor, but by the way, as well, we haven't even spoke about none of that.
Oh,
That's fucking
God.
disgusting.
Yeah, let's talk
And then
about
the
that
fact that
after.
his wife offed. By
Let's
the way,
talk about that after,
sorry,
actually.
that tangent. That's shocking.
Yeah, we'll
That's
come back to this.
embarrassing.
We'll put a pin in that. But yeah, so I'm a Celeb this year. The cast, Oti Mabuse, fantastic. Danny Jones, fantastic. Honestly, I don't want to name them and go through every single person, but everyone had just genuinely.
Yeah, OT, we didn't know nothing about her, but
I didn't know
loved
Oti
her
because I
on
never
it.
watched Strictly Come Dancing or anything, so I never know Oti. I think
Loved her.
Dean, do you know what? He got a lot of stick off the public. I think just because
Why?
just because like see how like he's laziness and like there was a lot of if you'd watched the full season, he just did not pull his weight in camp and people like were like,
Oh no
"What?"
way, really?
Yeah, he was. See, they joked they called him Houdini because he always disappeared when it came to doing a job.
Oh no.
Yeah. So that was it. He done loads of challenges. Honestly, bless him, because he get put up for challenge after challenge, and I think he was great. And he seemed to provide like a lot of positivity to the camp. But I just think
Oh no, that's bad.
for the sake of 2 or 3 weeks, like probably could have just chipped in a little bit more by the looks of things, just to have a better time with the camp.
Why
Yeah.
would you do that?
And then also, have you seen about the whole thing with Talisa?
That's just a bit weird as well because she, right, I didn't even see when all that stuff came out of her, like all the actual scandalous stuff came out of, like, what were they even saying? Like, fucking, like,
Basically, because she never went to the after show, she deleted all of her stuff related
but I just
to
noticed
I
straight
Was
away
Celeb.
as soon as she got off that van, it's at the JW Marriott, they kept on, all the media kept on saying at a hotel in Brisbane, it's not in Brisbane, it's literally in Surfers Paradise, the JW
Yeah,
Marriott
it's right down the
Hotel.
road.
Yeah. So they were all getting off there, and every other cast member that was coming out was pure hugging every day, talking, like, smiling at the cameras, this and that thing. She dipped and dived, man. And then, but then apparently she was absolutely rolling, having a screaming match with her pals in the hotel that night, or with her team or whoever she was with. It was a pure screaming match.
Was she? I've not seen anything to do with this.
Aye, I seen that on the fucking, that was a part of the Daily Mail's article or something like that, I'm sure.
Oh, can you get that? Can you Google it for me a second? I've never even seen that one. Talisa, I did actually see she put an Instagram post up just basically saying that she really struggles with like her anxiety and she just never expected to feel as overwhelmed that she did coming out of the jungle. But I don't know. It just feels like there's more to it. I don't think she strikes me as being salty about coming out when she did because I mean she probably came out at a fairly appropriate time, really. Like,
It was actually spot on.
what do you
So
get
it's
out
like
them?
Talisa breaks silence on Blazing Now. Well, she said it wasn't. She actually did come out actually, sorry, in a video and saying that wasn't the truth. But yeah, apparently, yeah, that's what they were saying. There was a broken her silence because after coming out of I'm a Celebrity, fans were after her I'm a Celebrity exit. Fans of the show were baffled when the social media deleted all the all documents containing like all content containing I'm a Celebrity. Flees it, but she absolutely dipped and dived. She was a fucking goner. But then as well, everybody was saying as well that who's that woman called again? Lorraine, the Scottish woman. Everybody was saying she was acting pure weird on that news
Yeah,
thing
there
too,
was
but
some-
I never watched that.
Something there as well. I don't know.
Scandalous. But
Honestly, but the
hope
cast...
you're alright, Lisa Hayton. Like, obviously, it is pure overwhelming, man. I could imagine it. The only thing I'd look forward to is the amount of fucking weight I'd drop off. I'd come out absolutely
Yeah, guys.
trim.
Do you know what? See, when they were talking about the weather or I'm a Celeb this year, I'll probably have videos on my phone. We stay about 8 miles from the camp.
So what was it, 40? When we were Googling it, 40 minutes? from
Yeah,
the
I think
maps?
as the crow flies, it's 8 miles. To actually get there, it would take you 40 minutes to drive there because it's obviously in
The weather
in
the last 2 weeks has been
The last
the
month
has been fucking dreadful.
horrendous. Like,
Rains for a minute. No, sorry, sunny for the morning or a couple hours or whatever. The rain comes down. I'm not even joking. You're like outside. We live on like a hill that kind of slopes down. The water was just running.
just streams
It's just
coming
like a
down
fucking
from the
river.
mountains. They're in those mountains. So like when they say about the weather being bad this year, that is no fucking joke. Imagine
No,
being
that's
stuck.
bush, man.
Like, bearing in mind, we're miserable enough just fucking looking at it from the comfort of your own home.
did they
they'd
do the
actually-
skydives?
Yeah, they done the
Did
skydives this
they?
year, yeah. But yeah, fuck that. Like, the weather was no joke. And then to go
Did
from
Grace
that,
do the skydive?
I don't know if Grace did the skydive. I didn't
need to
actually.
watch
I
that
missed the
back.
first episode.
Did you?
Yeah, I missed the first
I
episode.
never watched that.
But
See, we're talking about things we fucking watched. But
it's just, yeah.
TikTok. Everybody watches these things through TikTok these days. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
That's what I get on my
And
content
that's the
from.
thing. Is it went from pouring rain. It doesn't mean that it's not hot. Australia's, see, when it rains in Australia, it's fucking boiling still.
It's still
You're just
roasting, man.
sweaty, greasy, muggy, starving, eating fucking testicles. Like, there's not enough money you could pay me to go and I'm a Celeb. I would love to say that I could do it. I would love to camp there. I'd love to be a part of it. I couldn't eat the trials because I'm fucking vegan. And if anything touched my skin, I'd actually have to boil a layer of my skin off. So,
They're got to have been a vegan that's been on the show.
well, I doubt it, sis. They're fucking eating.
Maybe
Lisa
they-
ate 2 fucking live spiders this year. No, 2 spiders. Not live.
No, that's bush. No, because no, surely they just wouldn't. But there is most other challenges you're not doing that. But then even then, is it ethical for a fucking vegan to be rolling about in worms and that? Obviously, like, you're vegan for different reasons. But like, if you're an
Yeah,
ethical
vegan just makes
vegan,
me sick. But it's also one of those things. What are, like, yeah, you couldn't do an eating challenge, but then yeah, like, I don't know if I then want to be, because you're still getting pig's guts and stuff thrown on you and like fish guts and stuff.
so obviously, you know, guys, I'm an absolute slut for Bravo and Real Housewives. You know me, you know, I get down with that, and I hope you all do too. But Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has just been starting. It's like, I think I watched episode 4 last night, so I think we're on 4, might be 5 soon, who knows. But the whole concept of what's going on with Dorit and PK is just kind of like mental to me. I just don't understand, right? I get that you can be used to having cameras around you and all that, but if you're going through a divorce after 8 years with 2 kids, like, it just seems bullshit to me. Like, it just seems, when they were sitting down, there's a specific scene, they're sitting down at the table and a dinner in like in a restaurant, and like Dorit goes, do you mind if I order a drink? And I know you don't mind, like, because he's been dealing with like alcoholism, which he has opened up about, but I'm just like, I don't know if these two are grifters. I don't want to be stating nothing. Allegedly, everything coming out of my mouth alleged. I mean, I don't think they've got any money to be suing empty, but I just think to myself that it's I sniff bullshit. Like, I just don't know. Like, I don't know if I feel like I'm loving Dorit this season. The energy she's bringing this season, the no giving a fuck attitude, the like smoking in cigarettes in the car, like all of that, love. But I just don't know if I fully believe that they are actually like. Well, obviously they've announced that they're splitting up and they're saying that they're not staying together and all that. But I'm just like, is this for like? Are they getting paid more money because they're obviously having much more going on this season? And as well, like, the two of them have been doing interviews, talking this and that next thing. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm gossiping here. But I just find the whole situation bizarre. PK looks... Well, actually, he posted his Instagram story, right, the other night with some, like, celebrity superstar's wife, right, who's worked for him for years. But, like, not even joking, he defos had a face app on. Like, he actually had a face app on those pictures. I'm not joking.
That's a bit embarrassing at his old age.
No,
isn't
there
it?
was defos a face app. I thought, fair enough, D-Pal, but you did not look like that when I watched you 2 hours ago on Beverly Hills.
And that's what I don't understand. To say that as if they're not on TV, as if we can't just check. Like, this is how I feel about
I'm
Natalie
a face app
Nunn,
user,
about
guys.
all them.
Absolutely love it. Do you know what I'm saying? Love that. Hollywood 2 or Kiss Layer 2. 1 just depends on how fucking hot I'm looking that day. Obviously, and you do the volume in the hair. I'm going on a tangent. Anyway, back to Housewives. So we have this new cast member as well called Bozema St. John, and she's like this marketing genius, right? She's actually done all sorts. I don't know if you had seen it. Like, she has been like working with every brand
Yeah, she
possible.
has a fantastic career, hasn't she?
She has a fantastic career. But what I love to see is the fact that her and Dorit are like growing this like quite good friendship. She really likes Dorit. Dorit really likes her. And I think that puts a wedge in the fact of Garcelle has, for the last few seasons from what I've seen, and like obviously hopefully you guys have seen as viewers as well, is I feel like she's always constantly using this racism card against Dorit as if she's some sort of racist. And I just feel like obviously fair enough to use that, like, if you do feel like that, but I just feel like I just don't think Dorit's racist. I think sometimes she's a bit, like, stupid, but I genuinely don't believe she's racist. Someday, like, she can quite clearly see the woman has been well-travelled around the world, and I'm sorry, the number one thing about a racist is they really don't fucking like leading their country, right? I'm not bound down to that, but you can't be blaming a woman who's literally lived in other countries for many years and all that, and soaks up so much culture, speaks 7 different fucking languages.
As being racist.
I mean, it's
They
a
seem
hard
pretty
reach.
immersed in.
They feel she seems pretty immersive in other people's
Doesn't
cultures.
mean someone
which-
can't say something that might come across a little offensive.
or
It might be an
and
ignorant
all that,
comment.
obviously.
But to say someone's racist when their actual history of actions doesn't show that,
Yeah.
they might sometimes just say
But
ignorant
I'm
comments.
excited to see what happens the rest of the season. Like, is I never can say Bozema.
Bozema. It's
Bozema.
easy in American
It's
accent.
easier than American
Bozema.
accent and a fucking Scottish accent, right? But I'm excited to see her on the show. She's an actual legend, and I'm actually loving what's her name? Fuck. I'm loving Sutton. I just think Sutton is actual fucking hilarious. Like, she is a little belle, fucking just kicking about, living her best life. Erica Jane is actually my spirit animal. I've said this many a time before. She's my spirit animal, and I feel like this season she is like back in it with all the girls. For like the last few seasons, she has been like away somewhere else in her brain, which fair enough, man. All that shit with her ex man was absolutely mental. So I feel like Erica's just came back. She actually has like been like a nice person towards the women, and she just seems to be enjoying herself. And I think fair enough to you, Hen. Also, I'm pure nosy to find out how much money she get paid for doing that spin-off season, Bet It All on Blonde. I mean, I never really watched the full thing start to finish, but I wonder how much she get paid for that, because she just bought a new Porsche as well on the season. She seems to be looking as if she's getting a bit of cash back in her pockets, which after all those fucks, she must have been, like, I can't even imagine the legal fees that you would pay to be doing something like be involved in what she was involved in with an ex-man. Because do you know, he obviously, Tom Girardi, where they were trying to like make him like registered as if he was like too fucking crazy and old and had dementia and lost the plot basically, so that he couldn't stand at trial for all the crazy shit he'd done, like all the millions of dollars he'd scammed off of his like clients as being like a lawyer.
Oh shit.
I know, but then the judge ruled that he was definitely fit and competent, so fuck that.
Yeah, of course he was. You
I'm
want to say
pretty
you're fit
sure-
and competent when you're
I'm
a lawyer.
pretty sure.
like-
I'll need to double check that. I'll fill you in the next episode about that, but I need to double check if he did definitely get charged. It's still ongoing because there's still more people coming forward and all that about it, which I think is just fucking absolutely bizarre. Like, how could you actually get away with that for so long? How could somebody just so high up? Well, obviously I'm actually just answering my own question myself. How can somebody so high up get away with things like that? That's
that
what I
is
just was gonna say.
exactly how they do
That's
get away
exactly
with
why, actually, B. That's exactly why he's done that. But yeah, overall, ladies are amazing. I just feel like the cast is still missing Lisa Rinna. Lisa needs to come back, but also Lisa's doing like, actually, she's doing fucking tampon and fanny pad ads for like 7-figure checks. She's actually living her best life right now, so I really don't think. And her daughter was on American Vogue the other day. I mean, we agree. That's
Well
Lisa
done.
Rinna, aye. So I'm like, oh, maybe she won't come back. Maybe she's actually living her best life. But fingers crossed she does, because I loved her. She was actually my spirit. Her and Erica Jane were like the two aunties that I wish I'd always had. I'm not going to lie. And then also with Salt Lake City, I feel like Beverly Hills and Salt Lake City are just bringing the game right now. I have been watching Potomac as well, but I just feel like it's very manufactured drama, whereas I feel like on Salt Lake City some of those bitches actually fucking despise each other. Like, I can feel it in the room, so I think to myself,
I don't
brilliant.
even. Yeah, I don't think it's some of the bitches. I think it's majority of the bitches.
Yeah, like they're actually those friends that really
did you
fucking
see?
hate each
Did
other.
you guys see the Sports Day like episode they did? That come on, man.
No,
like,
but that stuff with Mary, oh my god. So Mary Cosby was obviously, that's the one we were telling you about a few episodes ago, that has like his married to like her grandfather. It's fucking weird.
have we told them about our son? Is
This
that
is what I'm going to
right?
say.
Okay.
So obviously that's weird, right? That obviously that whole situation bizarre as fuck. But what I think to myself is Mary's like confused about why her son's got so much trauma, and I'm just like, obviously I can't blame her because she seems to be a great mother to him, like a great mother, but it's like, Is there something else we're not seeing? Because he came on that screen ready to tell all, and I feel like she did say the other day on Watch What Happens Live or like Red Carpet Interview or something like that he is doing well, like a whole lot better, and he's like sober and all that, which is great.
I'm just surprised it took so much of the season to actually get to that point, because
I just
we
never
watched
thought
the
that Mary would
episodes.
come out and say something like that. That's what I was
Yeah, I
thinking.
did. I was actually surprised that it happened on TV. I'm happy that it happened on TV because I think
Obviously
it's
it
an
did help a lot of
important,
people.
it's an important
I was
and
gagged
needed
at first, don't get me
storyline.
wrong.
Yeah, but we did, like, you could see every time he came on screen, especially when he's with his girlfriend, who I don't know who his little girlfriend is, but they're blazed, bro. They're fucking out their box.
And he
Like,
was saying like he was mixing Xanax with acid and then like fucking doing all sorts. I'm like,
yeah, he was visibly
How-
high on drugs on
we
TV,
are,
like every
like,
episode that I've seen him on this
aye.
season.
I just
And
think
it's
to
such a
myself,
shame,
I
like,
feel
that it took
terrible.
so long.
Aye, and I feel like I did feel terrible for Mary because you can just see the pure pain in her eyes. But it's actually shocking, like shocking to see that her and it's actually shocking to see that her and Angie are like besties, and it's like to see Angie supporting her. I'm not at what the actual fuck. I feel like Heather's pure fell back this season. I don't think I've really seen much of Heather going on. She's just kind of like sitting in the back burner. Meredith is absolutely awful chops and Xanax. Like there's no way about it. There's no way about it. She is literally like
Allegedly.
allegedly, but like, bitch, what the actual fuck? I don't even know if they can do. Can they just buy Xanax at the shops?
I'm not sure how drugs work in
Americans,
America.
if we've got in America, we've got like maybe 5% of people that are in from America, maybe more than that. Got to hit us up and let us know if you can buy Xanax in the shops, because she looks as if she's
That
got
is
ravenous
fucking-
access.
I really
to it.
honestly fucking hope they can't just buy Xanax in the shop.
I don't know. People did say that when you go to Mexico, but you can buy like literally like fucking 1,000 tramadols in a tub. So basically, if you took 1,000
Whoa.
tramadols, like that'd be the same as Xanax, probably. I don't know. But the whole
Listen, don't know.
situation with Mary and Mary's son, love you, Mary. Hope your son's doing good.
And honestly,
Still can't
like,
understand why you're dating your granddad, but anyway, none of my
yeah,
business.
do you know what? Just an important storyline for TV, especially coming from people like Mary.
Aye, especially coming from people like me, because I think as well with the demographic, obviously I feel like the demographic for Housewives must just be fucking massive. It must be from like literally the age of like 18 to like 80. Like everybody seems to watch it,
Everyone
but
watches it.
specifically for that like middle range of women who are like housewives and maybe like no shade, ignorant towards like what's happening with the kids and all that.
And
I
maybe
hope that
ignorant
did
towards where drug use comes from. Like,
Aye, exactly. So I hope that did actually work out for, like, I hope that did have an effect on those people to like check in on their children, because that is bush, by the way. I just thought to myself, how the fuck these producers must be sitting behind this camera thinking, my God, we are getting ourselves an Emmy for this, by the way. I hope he get paid as well. That's what I was thinking. Did they get paid? Like, see, like he sat there fully for ages. Like, obviously the guys, like husbands and that like on New Jersey, they must get paid because they're like
because they're
fully
part of the
cast
cast,
members.
yeah.
Aye, and same with like obviously a couple of them like PK and Maurizio. I think they're getting a wee coin. Well, I don't know if Maurizio is, because he doesn't really do much. He just sits there stoned out his box every time Kyle's trying to talk to him
I
on
know.
TV. I don't know, but PK does seem to put a bit of effort, and like he is like almost like a little cast member. So
yeah. Do you know what I would say?
he's like a little twink on the side.
It is obviously Bravo who makes this, isn't it?
Yeah, Bravo,
Right, okay.
NBC Universal.
I was going to say, like, well done to Bravo as well for covering that storyline in a good way and not exploiting it. It doesn't feel exploitative compared to other, compared to the deep
Compared
dives
to
that
other
we're-
TV shows we watch,
compared to
this
other
network,
networks. Yep, like we're going to be doing like a deep dive on that's coming out soon. But compared to other networks and how they could handle this storyline and stuff,
Aye.
it didn't really feel like Bravo were there to exploit this storyline
No,
or
I feel like
make
they were
it
genuinely
like.
there to see something happening, and like when it was time to cut cameras were cut. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, it did feel like tasteful in a way of how it kind of came about. So well done to that, because that doesn't always feel like the case, and obviously we don't know everything that fucking happened. But
But she was like, "Oh, I know you tried weed and all that, and like this and next thing." Babe, you're sitting on camera. There's a fucking bong right behind you. There's a bong sitting next to you.
and the room must blatantly smell like it,
It
as
must
well.
smell like it. There's no way you're walking in. Like, how many candles you got on?
Yeah, I didn't see any.
How many candles you burn in there?
Exactly.
Fucking incense and sage and shit to get rid of your smells. Don't lie to us. You can't trick some tricksters, bitch.
No way, man.
Anyway, love you, Mary. Queen.
Yeah, but that was our little Housewives wrap up.
No, but do you know, talking about Housewives, just not actually about the show, but Kathy Hilton had a Christmas party the other day, obviously for Christmas. I was going to literally say what for Christmas, dumbass. she had a Christmas party. All the housewives, like, obviously, I'm just like, she's always sitting on the side with her iPad, big fucking iPad. I'm like, she's actually iconic, but all the housewives were there. I did find it bizarre that I'm pretty sure that what's his name? John fucking Alexa in Orange County. Remember we talked about that last week. John and Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
They were there. So John must have been loving his life. It was at Cafe Outman's house. I'm like, Cafe, what are you doing even inviting them? What are you doing inviting them? Just don't invite them, weirdos. Actual weirdos.
I guess.
But Lisa from Salt Lake City was literally up. She was hitting the karaoke, man. She was giving everybody. Because do you never remember that viral clip of her singing Away in a Manger?
Nah.
There's like a viral clip of her in one of the scenes from a few seasons ago, and she does Away in a Manger, like at someone's Christmas event thing. And like everyone loved that. So now every time she's always away in a manger, no crib for a bed. That's what she does. The little Lord Jesus. That's what she does. Oh my God, we've got our Christmas decorations up, by the way. They look fucking toppy. Insert clip now. Merry Crimble.
Mate, the Christmas tree is so fucking tall.
No, it was so tall, and I'm
you
not
kept
joking.
taking the
You.
pieces out of the box, and it was like, how fucking big is this?
And you've got to sit and fluff it and all that, man. My fucking fingers were sweating, aircon pumping. In fact, that's how we had to go and get a bottle
That
of
was
wine.
why we went and got a
That's
bottle
why
of
we
wine.
got a bottle of wine. Tell a lie. It wasn't for because I was going for a siesta. It was literally because I had to fucking build Christmas tree. I said, no way, Jose. Then, I did try with the eggnog as well. That's a pure Christmas tradition. Sting, not really stink. It just wasn't my favourite. Eggnog, and then you put like brandy or rum in it.
It's not for me. I'd obviously shit my fucking pants if I ate that.
Oh God, it was something else.
But if I drank that.
Can you hear that turkey?
I can hear that. I thought it was a dog or a cat. Is it a cat?
We're gonna kill that fucking turkey. So anyway, Real Housewives on Hey You, guys. If you're watching it on Hey You, let us know. Hey You, sponsor us. By this point, we need a sponsorship from y'all. Yeah, we need a sponsorship from y'all. But anyway, moving on to our last topic, which is absolutely gag worthy, and I'm never drinking a bottle of Proper 12 again after this. Fellas in Ocean League. Everybody's already got to know, but we're just getting our 2 cents in it as if he's give a fuck what we're saying, but you can't do it because you're here listening. Let's go.
To be honest, it's actually probably a bit of a shit note to end on, but however, it is definitely making the headlines.
And it's more so I'm talking about the headlines, about the fact of what his wife was posting after all this is what's the
yeah,
gag
I think the
of story.
aftermath as well is definitely worth talking about. So
Fucking
Conor
dumb
McGregor last month was found guilty in like a civil court case.
which like, doesn't go to jail, but it's like when a lawsuit is actually taken to court and then they prove it guilty. They prove
Yeah.
it like to be true.
Basically, it wouldn't have ended in Conor ever going to jail. The outcome would have only ever been like a penalty fine. So the reason this happened was
Why? But would it no go to? Like
because she did try and take it to court first, and basically the lawyer said that she probably wouldn't have enough evidence to get conviction for it. So then she was fighting that for a few years, and eventually, really the only way to get any sort of justice would to be go through this matter instead. So she did. That's a bit of a misconception because people, right off the bat, we've obviously not explained what's happened yet, but we're assuming that you do know to some degree. We will go on to that anyway. But people who don't believe the victim would try and use that and say she only wants money out of it, but she
Aye.
did try for years to go through the actual court system and
Aye,
like
to actually
the
get him
actual
in the
justice
jail.
system to get him in the jail. Yeah. So basically, the victim is the key at hand. She alleges that in 2018, well, I say she alleges, we can probably just say it's happened now since he's been found guilty. In 2018, that she was sexually assaulted by Conor McGregor in a hotel after a night out in Dublin.
Mhm.
So basically, she's been on, I think she was in a works night out with her mates. She's the man at this time, like a partner and her kid. So they were both at home. She's not in like a works night out with the girls.
Mhm.
They've met him out and about. And I think she did know Conor because they grew up and went to school and stuff together. So she has him on social media and has been able to contact him and stuff because they actually know each other in real life rather than him just meeting her
Oh.
in later life. He knows her
So
in
then
real
it's
life.
just like this whole thing as well. People obviously immediate haters in the comments being like, how do you know Hank that going back to that was going to end in that? Mate, the lassie just wanted to go and party with a celebrity. How the fuck does that equate to her wanting to go and
Well,
absolutely
basically, yeah. So what's happened is he's been on a night out with his mates. She's been out with her mates. Long story short, they two have ended up getting in contact with each other and arranging to go back to his hotel with her friend and his friend to basically go back and have kick-ons. Do you know what I mean? Go and get on it and that. As you said, absolutely never is that a reason to say that you're having sex with someone. But when they get back to this hotel, Connor's friend and Nikita's friend do go and have sex in a separate room.
Aye.
Now, this is when Nikita alleges that basically Connor's, in this moment, he sexually assaulted her. So they've been chilling, drinking, doing all this. And when he came on to her, I don't know if she said that she was willing to kiss him or anything. I think she said he was violent and aggressive from the start, basically demanding that this was going to happen. Yeah, because she was on a period, you're right. So I don't think she said that she ever was going to go with him, or like even like kiss or anything like that. So she said that basically from this point on, he's been violent and like ended up sexually assaulting her, or that's the details I know just now.
That's the details of that, and then after that, when this all came out, obviously absolute internet uproar about this, because it's like, that is fucking horrific what has actually happened. Instead of his wife either just saying nothing at all.
Well, here we go. I've got it.
Pull up screenshots here. This is what she said.
So this was our first comment, because you need to remember, right? People are obviously saying that one of the main things is people are saying that she's left a partner and a kid at home. Like, she's just that kind of person. Connor also had a wife and kids at home. It makes a difference.
Just absolutely eliminate the fact of that because he is some sort of superstar. Like, shut the fuck up.
So Dee Devlin is Connor's long-term partner. Now, this isn't also, we should mention, this isn't Connor's only fucking sexual assault allegations. He's had many whilst he's in the spotlight.
And also many women have also just came forward and said they did just actually voluntarily, consensually sleep with him whilst he was married. So
that's it. So Dee's first statement on
agreement is, I don't know if they've got some sort of like agreement,
open relationship or something.
Open relationship, too rich to give a fuck type of situation. Don't know.
I'm not sure, but anyway, she said on Instagram to start with, Connor and I dealt with these issues privately many years ago, as should be done in a relationship, and we've come out stronger than ever. We have 4 beautiful children now whose smiling faces and happy hearts are a testament to who he is and who we are. They without sin cast the first stone. That was our first statement, right?
Mad.
Connor is also released. He's been chapping the fucking bit on X, like just tweeting all sorts of nonsense. The guy is a fucking cokehead. He's lost his mind. So then Dee Devlin then goes on to share this statement, which, honest to God, I do think is one of the most disgusting statements I've ever heard from a woman in regards to a sexual assault case on a woman. But she said, imagine a woman, in capital letters, with her own boyfriend and child texting provocative pictures of herself to another woman's man with a family and child in the way. This woman claims to know me, yet still went ahead and sent messages and pictures of herself over and over to my man. Really? Whilst out on a 3-day bender, texting excuses to her own child at home where mammy is on a Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Sunday night into Monday morning. All while out of her face in a hotel room, dancing around a hotel car park.
What was your man
then? What sort of
then?
woman you are?
What sort of man is your man? Where were you? Where were you in this point in time with your man?
Like,
on it with all sorts of cunts, part for you.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about?
Not only that, but there's actually the people related to this case, like who have been involved in the court case, have said that these are some of the hardest pictures I've had to look at in terms of she was left with so many bruises and damage. Physical damage to her body.
There's no way this could have been consensual.
Yeah,
unless
her body showed the damage. Not only that, as B said earlier, Nikita actually had to get a tampon medically removed from her because there was that much force used during the sexual assault that it got embedded into her. So the fact that Dee Devlin's standing by not only a man who
and she's had to be in the court and watch all this evidence be put out.
She's seen all this evidence.
You can't pull shit like that out on a court, on a stand, and then be talking shit. Like, just shut the fuck up. See, if you want to stay with him for whatever reason, just shut the fuck up.
That's what she's had to say.
Stay silent, or be your big fat cash. Go and do what every other celebrity does who doesn't give a fuck does. Go and donate to some fucking charity. Go and do you know what I mean?
This is also what Connor had to say. So not only has he posted loads of stuff at first about being like, me and my wife worked through this, like blah blah blah. Then when maybe he's on one of his normal coke benders, this is something that he tweeted after the court case had ended. 2 men falsely accused, one vindicated and the other soon to be. Congratulations, James Lawrence, on absolute exoneration. James Lawrence is his friend who was on the night out. He was exonerated because him and the woman who was Nikita's friend, all of them said that they were having consensual sex. James never done anything to her. Like, they never... Yeah.
So
The
he's
reason-
raging that his pal never got
The
vindicated. for this.
reason James was first involved in it is because I think it was first alleged that James might have done something too, because I can't remember the exact thing. I think Nikita maybe initially said that maybe something happened with James too, but she doesn't actually know that. She never. I don't think that she actually wanted to prosecute James Lawrence for
Or
it.
were they
I
trying to
don't think-
decipher what is all this damage came for two people rather than one
Yeah, I
person? or
think it was
something?
more like that. Might I also add, right, that during this court case and the years between it first coming to light and when the court case actually happened, Nikita Hand's home was actually invaded. So she split up with that partner she was with at the time. Bearing in mind, her partner recorded when this happened to Nikita with Connor. She was texting her partner saying like all these things had happened. Eventually, when she did get on the phone to her current partner at that time, he actually recorded the phone call. So he went into court with the phone call of Nikita saying this happened at the time as well. So like he's got video evidence and like text evidence of through the times where he was supporting Nikita after it happened.
Fucking crazy. By
So
the way.
Nikita's but they've ended up breaking up anyway, and she's got a new partner. Their house was like they had a home invasion with men in balaclavas, and Nikita's partner at the new time ended up getting stabbed as well, trying to defend the home from Nikita during the time that she was trying to get Connor like criminally convicted for it.
Aye.
Mhm.
That is fucking crazy.
So
Anyway,
Connor,
guys.
we don't actually know if that's associated, by the way. That is just possible. But let me just finish off this quick statement from Connor and then we'll wrap things up.
You've got
So
about 2.5
congratulations, James Lawrence, on absolute exoneration. Twice this heinous accusation was put to you and twice it was shown as false lies. It's absolutely disgraceful that what they put you through here. Disgraceful. I look forward to seeing you further vindicate yourself and lambast those responsible in court. We know what happened that night. Everyone present knows. Yes, yet it was ignored. Every single statement of persons present on that night was ignored, and they all disputed Nikita's lies. However, James did believe you, but just in certain parts for some strange reason, and they apparently did not believe that Danielle Keeley at all. Laughable. Also, with the damages 60 to 188k, interesting choice of figures. It seems he didn't believe Nikita that much either. How could they? Her original story was that she was gang raped by security and chased from hotel on foot. Absolute nonsense. How these lies were accepted, I never know. A court of feeling and opinion brainwashed and to the people via the mainstream media, not a fact. The reporting on the court of a laughing stock to everyone present, as clear as day bias. This is not a court of hard evidence and truth. It's a kangaroo court of opinions and feelings. We are not done yet, not done by a long shot, no chance. On we fight. Justice and truth will prevail. Appeal, 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 as well as other. Congrats, James. Onwards and upwards.
Shut the fuck up,
Basically,
Connor.
he's
you
trying to
stupid
claim
cunt.
that it's not true, blah, blah, blah. At this point, he's been shown so much evidence in court that it is true, so just fuck
Over
up,
that.
Connor.
Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed today's gossip
Love
session.
it, guys.
Love
Thanks very
y'all.
much.
Make sure you give it a 5 stars, thumbs up, subscribe, comment,
to
share it with
me.
your friends, gossip, and if you hate us, even gossip as well, put it in your group chats. Love you.
Love it. Bye.
Bye.